didn't start with shouting words or a door slammed in my face. It started with a quiet look I didn't recognize on your face. You sat across from me so still, like you were somewhere else. I felt the distance in the room before you ever said a word. My heart was racing, yours was calm, like you had already moved on. It was the day we broke, not just our hearts but everything. All the promises we spoke, all the dreams we tried to bring, we didn't shatter all at once. We slowly came undone. It was the day we broke, and I was the only one. You said it's better this way, like that could ease the pain, like love is something you can fold and put away and rain. I tried to find the man I knew inside your distant eyes, but all I saw was someone new, already saying goodbye. I kept asking, can we try? You kept whispering goodbye. It was the day we broke, the day forever changed its name. We were standing face to face, but nothing felt the same. I was begging love to stay, you were letting go. It was the day we broke, and I felt it in my soul. Do you ever think of that day? The way my hands began to shake, the way my voice could barely speak when you said we need a break. I still remember every line, every tear I tried to hide. Sometimes heartbreak doesn't scream, it just quietly divides. It was the day we broke, the day my world fell through. I lost the life I thought we lived, the moment I lost you. Now every calendar I see still marks that painful day, the day broke, and love slipped away. I didn't know a single day could change my whole life. You sat across from me that night, with distant eyes and folded hands. The words were trembling on your lips, but I still didn't understand. You said it's not the same anymore, like love just slowly walked away. I heard the sound of my whole world breaking with the words you chose to say. I was still fighting for us to try, while you were ready to say goodbye. I only saw my side of heartbreak, but now I see your side of goodbye. You were already letting go, while I was asking why I was holding on to forever. You were closing the door. I didn't know your heart I left long before. You said you felt lost for a while, but you didn't know how to speak. So you carried it alone inside, while I thought we were still complete. I replay every moment, searching for the signs I missed. Was there distance in your kiss? Was there silence in your wish? I wish you would've told me sooner, instead of turning colder. I only saw my side of heartbreak, but now I see the side of goodbye. You were fading out in silence, while I begged you not to try. I was building up our future, you were packing up your heart. I didn't know you left me before we fell apart. Did it hurt you to walk away, or did it feel like freedom that day? Were you crying when I couldn't see, or were you already free of me? Maybe love can slowly die without a scream or fight. Maybe you were losing me long before that night. Now I see your side of goodbye, and it hurts in a different way. You were breaking just like me, but you couldn't stay. I'm still standing in the ruins of what we used to know, learning love can end even when you don't want it to. Wish I had seen your tears before they turned into goodbye. We don't scream, we don't fight, we just whisper goodnight, turn our backs and close our eyes, while something beautiful slowly dies. Your hand still rests in mine, but it feels like borrowed time. We're two shadows in the dark, standing inches, worlds apart. slammed doors, no broken glass. Just a love that couldn't last. We're fading in silence, no words left to say, just quiet tears falling. Where passion used to stay, we're losing the fire, but we don't make a sound. Fading in silence while our hearts break down. We used to talk for hours long, now conversations feel so wrong. Every how was your day feels like it's miles away. Your smile doesn't reach your eyes, and mine just slowly says goodbye. We're pretending we're okay, but we're drifting day by day. I miss the way you held me tight before love slipped out of sight. We're fading in silence, no storm, no rain, just empty spaces, echoing your name. We're standing together, but alone inside. Fading in silence with nowhere to hide. Tell me, when did we begin to stop trying to let love win? Was it one small careless word, or the million times we wondered? I'd rather you break me loud than lose you in this quiet crowd, because the softest goodbye still makes the deepest cry. We're fading in silence, like a candle burning low, watching our forever turn into letting go. No final explosion, just a slow goodbye. Fading in silence while love quietly dies. Sometimes the loudest heartbreak is the one you never hear. We used to talk about forever, like it was a place we'd go. Built a home inside each other, somewhere only we would know. We carved our names into the future, with steady hands and fearless hearts. Never thought the word together would slowly fall apart. I didn't see the cracks begin. I thought forever always wins, but that was when forever ended, right before my eyes. No thunder, no explosion, just quiet goodbyes. We were holding on to promises that neither of us cared. That was when forever ended, and I haven't healed yet. You said people sometimes change, and love stay the same. I remember how you held me like I was your whole world. Now I'm just a memory of a once loved girl. You let go so easily while it shattered me. That was when forever ended. When you walked away, when always turned to maybe and home had no place to stay. Used to dream in colors, now everything feels gray. That was when forever ended, the day you couldn't stay. Do you ever miss the way we laughed until the morning? Do you ever feel the weight of a love without warning? Because I still wake up reaching for a future that we planned, but forever slipped like sand through my hands. That was when forever ended, when my world grew cold, when the story we were writing suddenly was told. I still carry every promise, every tear we shed. That was when forever ended, but I'm still here instead. I believed in forever until it ended with you. The coffee scoped the static's loud. I'm tracing shadows in this empty house. The clock is ticking, but the time is stuck on the moment that we ran out of luck. You grab your keys, I watch the floor. I've never heard a sound as loud as that closing door. Oh, the stars went dark and the sky fell through the night. I lost the world in losing you. We were a masterpiece, yeah. Now we're just a breach, just a ghost of who we used to be. I'm still standing with the heart on the line in the wreckage of the night we fell apart. Your scent is fading from the pillowcase, like a memory that I can't quite erase. I reach for you when the morning breaks, and I remember every choice we didn't make. We said forever with a shaking breath. Now we're just two strangers bored to death. Was it a slow burn or a sudden spark that left us shivering here in the dark? That go back and fix the cracks if I could find the star before the silence tore us both apart. The stars went dark and the sky fell through night. I lost the world in The night we fell apart. Fade out. You said I'm good, you said I'm kind, but something's always on your mind. I give you all I have to give, still feels like I fall short of it. I learned your fears, I held your pain, stood in your storms, danced in rain. But every time you look away, I feel the same old ache. I try to be what you need, but I'm losing pieces of me. I wasn't enough again, not strong enough to make you stay, not perfect in the ways that make somebody stay. Again. You say it's not about my heart, but somehow I'm the broken part. You say you need something more, like love is something you can store. To be closer to you, but love shouldn't feel like a test where I always fail my best. I'm tired of trying to win when I lose before I begin. I wasn't enough again, not bright enough to be light, not calm enough to hold you tight when you needed someone. Then I stood there giving everything, you walked away. Love too hard and hand them my unguarded heart. Or maybe it was never me, maybe you just couldn't see that real love isn't flawless, it's staying when it's hardest. I wasn't enough again, but maybe that's okay. If loving fully honestly is why you couldn't stay, stop blaming my heart. You said it softly, almost scared, like something heavy filled the air. Your eyes were glass, your voice was low, like you already had to go. I felt the distance in your touch, the way you didn't hold me much. 3 simple words I used to know, now felt like letting go. You kissed my cheek like you were through, and whispered I love you. Was that the last I love you? The final time you meant it true? Did it fade before that night, while I was holding on too tight? I keep replaying what you said, every word stuck in my head. Was that the last I love you? Before our love was dead. The morning came, you packed your things. No more forever, no more rings. Your silence louder than goodbye. I watched our future pass me by. I thought love couldn't just disappear after all those faithful years. But sometimes hearts can change their view without telling you. I'm standing where you left the room, still here and I love you. Is that the last I love you? The one I didn't recognize? Did you already say farewell behind those tired eyes? I'm holding on to echoes of a love that once was true. Is that the last I love you? Or am I the only one who knew? If I had known it was the end, I would have held you longer then. Memorize the way you breathe before you stop believing. I would have said it back with more, like I had something left to store. But love doesn't warm your heart before it falls apart. That was the last I love you, the final time it felt the same. And now those words are just a memory, whispered without flame. You said it like a closing door, like something overdue. And I'm still living in the sound of the last I love you. I didn't know it was goodbye when you said I love you. I left the light on in the hallway, just in case your shadow called. But the only thing that's moving is the dust against the wall. The fridge is humming low, a lonely, steady kind of sound, while I'm tracing every footprint that you left upon the ground. I whisper, are you there, into the corner of the dark? But silence is the only thing that's left a lasting on. Now it's just echoes in an empty room, bouncing off the rafters of a love that died too soon. I'm screaming out your name, but it just comes back to me like a ghost has lost its way across a cold and hollow sea. Every memory is a hammer, every silence is a wound, living in the echoes of this empty room. The keys are on the counter where you dropped them yesterday. I haven't had the heart to move them or to look the other way. There's a space inside the closet where your winter coat should hang, and a ringing in my ears from all the words we never sang. They say that time is healing, but the clock has lost its gears. I'm just drowning in the static of these long and lonely years. Maybe if I shout loud enough, the walls will finally break and give me back the pieces of the heart you didn't take. But the harder that I reach, the further back you seem to go, until the only voice I recognize is one I used to know. Ooh, now it's just echoes in an empty room, bouncing off the rafters of a love that died too soon. I'm screaming out your name, but it just comes back to me like a ghost that's lost its way across a cold and hollow sea. Every memory is a hammer, every silence is a wound, living in the echoes of this empty room. Just a hollow sound, turning round and round. In the quiet, in the dark, in the echoes. You say we need some time apart, space to figure out our hearts, but every mile you put between feels like losing everything. You talk like hope is fading fast, like what we had is in the past. But when I look into your eyes, I still see our sunrise. Maybe I'm a fool for love, but I can't give you up. I still believe in us, even when you don't, even when you're halfway gone and losing hope. I still believe in us. Through the fear and dust, you may be ready to give up, but I still believe in us. They say sometimes love just ends, two hearts breaking don't mend, but ours was built on more than sparks. It was written in our scars. We've survived the storms before, we've been shattered to the core. If we can make it through that pain, we can find our way again. No, we're barely holding on, but barely is not the same as gone. I still believe in us when the nights get hard. heavy somehow. But heavy doesn't mean it's wrong, it just means we've carried it long. Don't let go of my hand tonight. Don't let fear turn off the light. We're closer than you think we are. Even with these broken parts, I still believe in us. Though you're walking out the door, I still see you forever, like I did before. If there's even one small spark in the ashes of our trust, I'll hold on to that flame, 'cause I still believe in us. Even if you don't anymore, I do. I heard somebody call your name across a crowded room tonight. For a second my heart forgot you're no longer mine. Every corner of this town still whispers where we used to be. Every street light, every sound brings you back to me. I try to drown the memory, but it keeps finding me. Echoes of your name follow me home through empty halls where I'm alone. I close my eyes, but it's the same. All I hear are echoes of your name. Your sweater's still inside my drawer, like you might ask for it someday. I tell myself I'm moving on, but I still hope you'll say that you were wrong, that you miss me, that love just lost its way. But silence is the only thing that answers when I pray. Time keeps moving on somehow, but my heart I saw the picture on your page. You're smiling like we never changed. Your hand in hers, your eyes so sure, like I was never yours. I try to breathe, I try to scroll, like it didn't break my soul. But seeing you with someone new felt like losing you again. You said you needed time alone, but you didn't stay alone. You chose someone else while I was choosing you. I was fighting for our love. You were already through. I was holding on to hope. You were letting go. You chose someone else, and now I know. Was she there before goodbye? Was she the reason for the lies? Did you compare her laugh to mine before you crossed that line? I replay every memory, trying to see what she has that I couldn't be. Did I love you too much, or just not enough? You didn't even look back when you left our past. You chose someone else, like I was easy to replace, like all the years we shared were simple to erase. You said I'd always matter, said I was your world, but you chose someone else over this girl. I hope she holds you when you eat, listens when you cannot speak. I hope she loves you better than me, even if it kills me. 'Cause loving you means letting go, even when it hurts this slow. I can't force your heart to stay if it's already gone away. You chose someone else, and I finally see I was loving someone who wasn't loving me. I'll stop asking why. I'll stop asking myself if I was enough. You chose someone else, and I'm learning to choose myself. I saw your name light up my phone. For a second I didn't feel alone. 3 little dots, then nothing came. Just quiet wrapped around my name. I type and erase what I wanna say, like maybe you love me if I choose the right way. But all I see at 2:10 is red and silence again. You used to stay up just to talk. Now I'm just another clock you watch. Left unread again, like I never meant a thing. My heart's still sending messages you don't wanna read. I'm waiting on a reply that's never gonna come. Left unread. just tired, but I can feel the truth is wired between the lines you didn't write. You're slowly saying goodbye. I scroll through pictures back in May when you still call me baby every day. Now my screen just lights my face while you're giving someone else my place. I never thought love would end with a blinking cursor as my only friend. Left on red again, like I'm easy to forget. Every word I gave to you is hanging in regret. I'm staring at the blue like it might turn back to red. Left on red again, with 1,000 things unsaid. Was it that easy to let me fade? Did you delete the plans we made? I'd rather hear a cruel goodbye than watch my hope slowly die. Say something, break me clean. Don't hide behind a glowing screen, 'cause silence hurts more than the truth when I'm still holding on to you. Left on red again, while my tears hit send. You don't even have to type to know this is the end. I keep checking for your name like a fool who still believes. Left on red again, and you're already free. And you're already free. Three little words, but you won't even write them anymore. You came into my life like summer rain, soft and sudden, sweet and strange. One look and I was falling fast, never thought it wouldn't last. You said forever like a vow, held my trembling heart somehow. I didn't see the cracks forming in a love without end. We were fire in the dark, now I'm standing in the sparks. Love without warning came and went away. No sign, no signal, it just changed one day. You were my sunrise, now you're just a storm. Love without warning left me torn. You used to call me every night, now I'm alone with fading light. Your voice turned distant, cold and slow, like you were ready to let go. I keep asking what went wrong, how something right didn't stay long. How did we go from holding tight to barely holding on at night? I thought we were safe and strong, but I was wrong. Love without warning slipped through my hands. No last conversation, no second chance. You said you needed time, but time just took you away. Love before my whole world blurred. I didn't brace for goodbye, didn't prepare my heart to cry, because you love me like you meant it, until you didn't. Love without warning broke me in two. I was building a life while you were passing through. You left so quietly, like I was just a phase. Love without warning, and still haunts my days. The hardest heartbreak is the one you never saw coming. The coffee's cold on your side of the table. Sunlight's breaking through half-open blinds. I told myself I'd be strong and stable, but I'm still losing you in my mind. Your jacket's hanging by the doorway, like you're coming back for it soon. I hear your footsteps in the hallway, but it's just the echo of this room. Everyone says time will heal, but they don't know how this feels. I'm still waiting here where you left my heart, holding on to pieces, falling apart. You said you needed space, but I'm stuck in yesterday, still waiting here while you've already walked away. My phone still lights up in the midnight. Every time I hear a song, I tell myself don't get your hopes high, but I still turn and face up, hoping now. I replay every last I love you, searching for a hidden lie. Was I the only one still trying while you were learning to say goodbye? I'm caught between letting go and loving you more than you know. I'm still waiting here with your name on my lips, talking to memories. I can't resist. You said you'd call someday when your heart was clear, but I'm still waiting here, drowning in tears. Maybe you're happier now, maybe you finally found the peace you couldn't find with me. But what about the promises we made, the plans that never got their day? Did they mean the same to you as they still do to me? I'm still waiting here, but I'm starting to see you're not turning around, you're not coming back to me. I was loving with hope, you were leaving with fear, and I'm the only one still waiting here. If you ever think of me, you know exactly where I'll be. shattered like broken glass. No screaming words, no aftermath, just softer tones and tired eyes and longer spaces and no replies. You still slept close, but not as near. Your heartbeat didn't feel as clear. We said goodnight like strangers do, with something fading we both knew. No thunderstorm, no final fight, just a slow dimming of the light. Love fell quiet without a sound, no crashing walls, just falling down. We didn't notice till it was gone. Now something strong could fade so long. Love fell quiet between me and you. We stopped reaching for each other's hands, stopped making future plans. Conversations turned to dust where there once was fire and trust. I tried to spark what used to burn, but cold hearts rarely return. And every I'm fine that we said built a distance in our bed. We were breaking silently while pretending we were free. Love fell quiet, no tears to cry, just empty words and silent nights. We didn't lose it all at once, it slipped away in little months. Love fell quiet before goodbye. I wish we would have fought out loud instead of hiding in a crowd of things we never dared to say until there was no love to save. Sometimes the loudest heartbreak is the one that makes no sound when two people stop trying and don't even turn around. Love fell quiet, and so did we. No final kiss, no tragedy, just two hearts tied of holding on until one day the feeling was gone. Love fell quiet, and we let it until we lived with life goodbye. It didn't end with a goodbye. It ended when we stopped trying. There's a picture on my phone of us laughing in the rain. You were holding me so close, like nothing could ever change. We had plans written in the stars, promises we swore were true. Now I'm staring at that memory, trying to find you. When did forever turn to maybe? When did us turn into used to be? We used to be everything. All the nights in diamond rings. We used to be so in love. it's just what we were, not what we are, we used to be. Your side of the bed's untouched, but it feels so far away. You say we both grew up, but I just feel replaced. I hear your voice in every song, I see your face in every street. How can something once so strong and so quietly? We didn't even slam the door, we just stopped fighting for more. We used to be heart and soul. Now I'm standing here alone. We used to be wild and free. Now you're just a memory of what we used to be. Do you ever think of me when the night gets hard to breathe? Do you miss the way we talked, or the way I'd fall asleep on your chest like it was home? Sometimes I wish we had a fight, something loud to end it right. Instead of watching love fade slow and calling and letting go. We used to be my world. Now I'm just a lonely guy. We used to be all I need. Now I'm learning how to leave what we used to be. We used to be forever. Now we're just a memory. You're lying right here next to me, but it feels like miles between. Your back turned to the wall where my shadow used to lean. We don't talk like we used to do, no late night, I need you. Just quiet breaths in the dark and a silence breaking my heart. I reach for your hand in the night, but it doesn't hold me tight. I'm lonely beside you, even when you're here, sleeping inches from my touch, but feeling nowhere near. I'd rather miss you miles away than feel this kind of truth. Being alone hurts less than lonely beside you. We eat dinner at the same table, but our words don't stay. You scroll through your world while mine just fades away. You say I'm tired every night and turn off the light, but what I really see is you turning off from me. We're sharing space, sharing air, but not sharing care. I'm lonely beside you in our own bed. 1,000 thoughts we never said. We look like love to everyone's view, but no one knows I'm lonely beside you. Do you feel it true, or am I alone in this room? Did we slowly disappear without even noticing it? I've never felt so alone. I checked the math 1,000 times, trying to make it add, to find the hidden balance in the us we thought we had. I gave 100% of everything I owned, while you were building walls around a heart of heavy stone. I was drowning in a deep end, reaching for your hand, while you were barely waiting, just looking for the land. It wasn't that you didn't care or didn't try to stay, it's just that I was forever while you were for the day. I carried all the weight until my bones began to snap, while you were looking for an exit or a shortcut on the map. The hardest part of leaving isn't watching where you go, it's knowing I loved everything and you loved me less, you know. I saved every ticket stub and every photograph. I memorized the rhythm and the music of your laugh. But you forgot my birthday and the way I take my tea. It's like I was your harbor, but you were just the sea. You took what you needed to get through the lonely night, then left me in the morning when the sun was getting bright. I'm not angry at the ending or the way the story fell. I'm just tired of the wishing in this one-way kind of hell. I was a wildfire burning, trying to keep us warm. You were just a flicker, hiding from the storm. It wasn't that you didn't care or didn't try to stay, it's just that I was forever while you were for the day. I carried all the weight until my bones began to snap, while you were looking for an exit or a shortcut on the map. The hardest part of leaving isn't watching where you go, it's knowing I loved everything and you loved me less, you know. Half-hearted kisses, half-empty rooms. I was your garden, you were just the blooms. You love me less, you love me less. Yeah, you love me less. There's 1,000 words I never sent, sitting in my drafts at 2 a.m. Every I miss you typed and erased, every comeback I couldn't say. Your name still lives inside my phone, but I'm learning how to be alone. I'll lead our thread from end to start, like it might fix my broken heart. I hover over send again, but silence wins and send messages still burning in my chest. All the things I never said won't let me rest. I could tell you that I'm hurting, I could beg you to come through, but all my unsent messages still belong to you. Alright, I hope you're doing fine. because I know you moved ahead while I'm stuck in what we said. I see you online late at night, wonder who you're holding tight. It's killing me to stay this strong when loving you still feels so wrong. I could break this quiet now, but I don't know how. Unsent messages stack like tears, every single one is filled with fear. If I press send, will it change the truth, or just remind you you don't miss me too? They need some words of battle left, locked inside a lonely chest. Because if you wanted me, you'd already be here. So I'll let these sentences stay hidden where they lay, because loving you out loud would only break me again. Send messages are all I have, pieces of love that didn't last. I'll never know if you ever think of me, but these unsent messages are my silent apology. I won't press send, but I still wish you would. The vase is midair, tipping off the edge of the shelf. I'm watching the crash, but I can't even help myself. The water is spilling like a river across the floor, while you're halfway out, already reaching for the door. The clock on the wall is dragging its hands through the sand, and I'm losing my grip on the life that we carefully planned. I'm crying in slow motion, watching the world go gray. Every second is a mountain that I can't move out of the way. I can see the tear falling in before it even hits my skin. I can feel the ending starting before the hurt begins. The frame is frozen on the look in your eyes, while I'm drowning in a minute of these long and slow goodbyes. You're saying a word, but it takes an hour to land, like a heavy stone sinking through the palm of my hand. I see your keys jingle, a silver flash in the light, slowest explosion in the middle of a Tuesday night. I wanna run to you to stop the frame and hit pause, but I'm caught in the wreckage of a heart with no loss. One breath takes a lifetime to catch, one spark takes a year to find the match. Everything is moving at the speed of a breaking soul, while I'm losing my balance and losing all control. I'm crying in slow motion, watching the world go gray. Every second is a mountain that I can't move out of the way. I can see the tear falling before it even hits my skin. I can feel the ending starting before the hurt begins. The frame is frozen on the look in your eyes, while I'm drowning in but the tears keep dropping in slow motion. Just slow